And we're hearing eyewitness accounts of attacks by foreign mercenaries. High-level diplomats are deserting the Gaddafi regime, intensifying calls for international action. Lawrence Lee has the latest.
The latest appearance on Libyan television by Muammar Gaddafi was designed to shake off rumours that he'd fled, though it had a weirdly comic touch to it. He said he was in Tripoli, though he could have been on a film set of Singing in the Rain for all anybody else knows. It might be amusing if it wasn't so serious on the ground. Gaddafi's a man who's always been proud of his armed forces. But even if the rumours are true that he's lost sections of the army, it's also alleged that his air force has fired from warplanes on protesters. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Here there's the crackle of gunfire, but also clearly heavy crumps which sound very much like artillery shells. The government denies it, but 2 Air Force colonels apparently defected to Malta on being told they had to kill their own people from the air. It was enough to make even the head of the United Nations say the Libyan leader's actions are shocking.
Libyan authorities have been firing at demonstrators from the warplanes and helicopters. This is unacceptable. This must stop immediately.
From the streets, the internet video continues to seep out, defying the media ban by the Libyan government. As usual, all these images do is suggest chaos in Benghazi or Tripoli, with images of terrible injury, but no clear sense of which way this uprising is going. There are also pictures of pro-Gaddafi demonstrations, but because of the media ban, it's also impossible to say whether these are real or staged. The Arab League meets on Tuesday. What all this does to Gaddafi's reputation with them, or his friend Silvio Berlusconi in Rome, is unclear, but it really doesn't look good.
I feel a big sympathy for the Libyan people. We don't accept using the force in this way or any way against the people or against any nation from their governments.
More web video has come out which claims to show for the first time black African mercenaries in Tripoli. Once again, it's denied by the government, but multiple sources in Libya all say it's true. As the outside world continues to work out what it might want to do about all this, the Libyan government continues to unravel in the face of the violence against its own people. The latest to resign, the Libyan ambassador to India.
I resigned when they were using the fire guns and using the foreigners to kill the Libyans. And this information, I got it from eyewitnesses, from my people, my neighbors.
He must have some friends left in his government and on the streets, but even a man as self-possessed as Gaddafi must realise he's running the risk of turning into a pariah. Lawrence Lee, AlJazeera.
Well, earlier my colleague Sohail Rahman spoke to Mariam El Omani, a professor in Tripoli. She described to him what had been happening in the city.
Here in Benghazi, the city is still calm, and there is a lot of guys trying to save the city. And there is no plane attack. They said yesterday maybe at midnight will be a plane attack over there. But alhamdulillah, there is nothing.
So it's quiet on the streets at the moment?
Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet.
OK, you were a protester. Where did you protest? Did you protest yesterday, on Monday?
Yes, protest from the first day.
Where did you protest?
Because a lot of the kids, I'm a doctor, by the way. I'm a medical student in the 5th year now. I was in the Jala hospital.
In the hospital?
You can't imagine what happened.
So,
you can't imagine what happened over there. A lot of the dead people, a lot of the injured people. Some people injured, maybe they can't walk again if they live now. You can't imagine. Really.
So did you see a lot of people that were injured in the fighting, or were they fired on? Can you tell me how they received their injuries?
Yes, all the injury may in the head and the chest or on the spine. Well, they all at 17 to 34 age.
What did witnesses say about the injuries that people had received?
Yeah, they want to die. They said, we give our soul to our country. We are here for what happened in this country. They are not freedom. They have no freedom here.
Okay, Mariam,
So they give.
do we know, can you tell us who fired on these people? Do you know who hurt them?
Yeah, some people from Africa.
They said they were
Some people from Africa.
from Africa.
What?
Now,
Yeah, they are black people from Africa. They are not Libyan. Mostly, at the first, there were some Libyan people try to kill them or try to shoot them, but at least the Libyan people said no, we are not gonna continue this. Then the African people tried to call this policeman from here. They killed them. About 41 from the police killed by this African, and then they shoot the people.
Well, Libya's Deputy Ambassador to the United Nations is also unhappy with what's going on. Ibrahim Dabashi told my colleague Kamal Santamaria that it was time for Gaddafi to get out.
Well, what's going on in Libya is a real genocide against the Libyan people. The Colonel Gaddafi is shooting his own people, and really the international community has to take a clear position about against the regime. I think they cannot wait much longer. What's going now cannot keep anyone silent.
So you, even as an ambassador, or as part of the ambassadorial team to the United Nations from Libya, clearly do not agree with anything that this regime is doing at the moment. Do you consider yourself a defector from that government which put you there?
Well, we don't agree with anything the regime is doing. We are in the service of the people, according to even the Colonel Gaddafi philosophy. We are in the service of the people. We have never been in the service of the regime, and now we are in the disposition of the Libyan people to serve him. Certainly, the Libyan mission to the United Nations is the Libyan people's mission, and we are here to serve the Libyan people.
Have you had any contact, or has your team had any contact either with Colonel Gaddafi or with other members of the regime?
We don't have any contacts really with any official of the regime.
Are you worried about making such public comments against the regime?
No, I am not worried at all. I am worrying about the Libyan people. I am not worrying about my own safety. I am worrying about the safety of the Libyan people. The people are being shot in the streets. I am nothing with the sacrifices of the Libyan people.
So what should,
in comparison with the sacrifice of the Libyan people.
So if you could speak to Colonel Gaddafi right now, what would you suggest he does?
I don't speak to Colonel Gaddafi. The only thing I tell him on the air now, he has to get out. Either he get out or the Libyan people will kick him out anyway. So that's what he has to know. And I think he knows it. He knows it, and he is trying to just